Hey, what's going on YouTube? It's Alan Bingham, aka Sax-bit. I've got another Ninja Gaiden Ragebound tutorial video for you today. And once again, keep coming back to it like a bad habit. Keep coming back to stage 5-1, Endless Struggle. This is in the S++ hard mode category again. I was able to shave 4 seconds off of my time, and there's a few reasons I'm wanting to do this updated tutorial. Number one, some updates dropped for the console versions, which I've been playing on PS5, not PC. So there were some settings that I was able to tweak that I wanted to see if I could basically improve my time because of tweaking them. Also, it made there were like one or two adjustments that it made to the stage specifically, like this update did. And additionally, I realized that I was wrong about something in my previous tutorial, so I would like to correct myself when we get to this particular point. But without further ado, let's go ahead and dive right into the video. Just FYI, if you want to hear what I have to say about most of the boss patterns and whatnot, please see my original video. I'll link it in the description. I'm going to try to make this video a little bit shorter because, to be honest, I've been making these videos a little bit too long. But anyway, let's go ahead and get started. Okay, so the first boss is going to be hard shot right off the bat. Do a whole bunch of melee spam damage. Make sure you jump when he starts flying because you'll miss him, and then spam more melee, and then right when he's about to do his big flame attack, do a hypercharge shot, another hypercharge shot, another hypercharge shot, and right after you get done with that last hypercharge shot, immediately go into melee spam, and then finish off with a hypercharge shot. That is the quick kill. I do not believe there's any way to kill him more quickly, at least for the S++ category when you're equipping red talismans. This is another one of those bosses that's a little more RNG based because you never know which is coming out of her stomach, whether it be those bouncy squid ball things or the acid that you can't destroy. Sometimes the tentacle patterns can be a little on the random side. Usually when she takes about a third damage, that's when the middle tentacle comes out. Then you get her past half damage, that's when the tentacle to the far right of the screen comes out. But regardless, though, it's a lot of mashing. Mash, 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 like Arcus always says. And also, one thing I'm trying to do more of now, if you've noticed, is the stutter step, which I also did that on that small little padded platform with the first boss. Did that tiny bit of stutter stepping, but maybe you have a very, very small space, so eventually you just have to hang on the edge of the ledge and just do it. But you have more room to work with this to stutter step. Okay, so here is where I screwed up on the previous video. I thought that I was saving time by pushing back a longer pattern. What I was considering to be the long pattern. Well, this boss Raivashi, her pattern in general in the very beginning is she will do this thing where she does 2 energy balls that come down the ground. You gotta like basically dodge those energy attacks, and then right after that, she'll put down 2 demon spikes. Well, one of these 2 demon spikes will have hypercharge energy, so you want to break that, get the hypercharge energy, and then knock her down, and then just go to town on her. But what I had noticed before is she gets into this other pattern. If you go too aggro too quickly, she'll go into this other pattern where she first of all does this big, huge electrical AOE attack, and then after that she goes into a pattern of 3 electrical balls, and then she will do this like side swipe attack that's a full screen thing. Actually, let me think. Did I get this wrong? So it's 3 energy balls, and then 3 side swipe attacks, and then 3 and these side swipe attacks are like a full screen coverage kind of deal where she goes super aggro on you, and then 3 demon spikes. The demon spikes, once again, one of them will have hypercharge energy in it. So I had said don't go too aggro because you only get 2 of the double energy balls and double demon spike patterns before the big AoE attack, before it goes into the 3-3-3 pattern. I actually found that if you force her into that AoE attack after like I think it's two energy balls, two demon spikes, and then two more energy balls. If you're going aggro enough, you can force her into that. She'll go into a triple energy ball, then the AoE attack. And the reason it's good to go ahead and force her into that is like you can do the most damage to her when she's on the ground. Well, that full screen attack she does, she's totally on the ground. So basically, like you attack her the best that you can when she's doing the energy ball, or right before she does the energy ball attacks, the triple energy ball, and then she's gonna get on the ground and she is going to come at you and sideswipe you. You go aggro as all get out. Just mash, 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 and run at her because the increased kunai speed of running. Um, you just do that the absolute best you can, and then right when she's about to hit you, you dodge roll, and then immediately turn around, charge right back at her again, mash, 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 and dodge roll. And you basically do that for all three of those side swipes, and you are putting in a lot more damage that way than if you had gotten an extra couple of those patterns prior to the AOE attack. So anyway, basically with this fight, go like don't try to like manipulate patterns or anything like that. Just go absolutely as aggro as you possibly can. Get her into this later phase quicker, and then just go absolutely nuts on her when she does the sideswipe thing. The sideswipe thing is pretty scary because she's got a massive hitbox when she does it. But you just gotta just I mean this is speed running. You gotta take some chances. You gotta go all out. Also, one other side note, just like with before in the previous run, we're going to be saving all of our health for the final boss as far as manually charging hypercharge attacks. Also, to point out, this update did not change the health refill glitch after the first boss, so you definitely want to abuse that, which obviously you saw in the video that we did. But anyway, though, we're going to be saving all of our health for the very last boss. But anyway, let's go ahead and watch this Raivashi fight now that I've admitted how wrong I was previously. Oh, and by the way, it's a 5 second time save to do it this way. So, anyway. Okay, so here we go. Double energy balls. And then double demon spike. And also just like stand over body and go left, right, left, left, right, because you're able to crank out some kunai faster when you do it that way. And you see what I did? Like she ended up going to one side of the screen and then the other, and she actually didn't even do a double energy ball attack. So basically, she got one cycle in of the double energy balls and triple and double demon spikes before she even got to the triple energy ball. And there's my teabagging again. But anyway, though, so now we're in the later phase. She's done her AoE attack, and now there's the triple energy balls, and then here's the triple side swipe. And you see how I'm coming right at her face, putting in as much damage as I possibly can, and then triple demon spike. So get her on the ground, do the same thing, left, right, left, right, left, right, left, right, just put as much damage in as you can. Go super aggro on her, just follow her across the screen. Go do triple energy balls. Then she's going to get to the side swipe thing again, and we're going to be able to finish her off before she even finishes her whole pattern. Bam. There we go. So yeah, like I said, doing it this way is about a 4 to 5 second time save. All right, and let's see. Oh, and one other thing to point out too, regarding this update that happened today, there was an issue with the Raivashi fight where it would kind of linger on that screen for I don't know a second or two longer than it really should have. It was almost like it was kind of freezing up before it transitioned to this final boss, and obviously you can see it was a normal screen transition this time. So that's another great thing about this update is it does speed up this fight probably by just a second or two. Which that being the case, I probably should have saved more than 4 seconds with this run, considering that I've got about a 5 second time save with Raivashi, and then probably about a second or two from this new update. But once again, that second boss has a lot of RNG, so sometimes you get a really fast fight with it, sometimes you don't. And then same thing with this guy. As before, this guy is going to chuck crystals at you and will charge at you and jump at you and has a move where he jumps off screen, which is definitely his longest move that just takes freaking forever. It seems like, and when he's off screen, he'll chuck 4 crystals down. One of them's gonna have hypercharge energy. So anyway, but the thing is, you never know where the hypercharge energy crystal is going to be, and sometimes it's in an inconvenient place to get. So this fight can have some RNG. But I gotta say, I think for this run, my worst fight was probably the second boss, because this boss, I got some pretty darn good patterns with him, and I was able to prevent him from ever going off screen. At least if memory serves me correctly. Maybe he went off screen once, but I'm pretty sure that with my 5 manually charged hypercharge attacks, I'm pretty darn sure that I was able to keep him from ever going off screen. So that definitely sped this particular fight up. But anyway, let's go ahead and get to it. So hypercharge attack right off the bat. And then see how I'm stutter stepping? I used to just run at him, but I'm stutter stepping now to get more damage in. And actually, let's talk about that for a minute. So the reason for doing the stutter step with her, like, she has a built-in ability the programmers have done to where if she is running and throwing kunai, you can actually she can throw her kunai faster than she can if she's just standing still. And actually, it's the worst when she's just hanging from a ledge. She does it the slowest that way. But if you stutter step, you're still kind of getting that running animation in, and you're able to basically get more of that running fast kunai speed within a shorter space, because you're not running the full length, you're stutter stepping, so it's like you're doing smaller increments. So anyway, let's go ahead and finish this out. So second hypercharge attack, more stutter stepping, and got a gracious little crystal that was right in the right spot for me. And then see, he's about to jump off screen, and I did another hypercharge attack. And then I just blow another one just to make sure that I get it on. And then I really wish I had done a hypercharge attack there, because the charge pattern can be kind of long because him hitting the wall, the rock's coming. But regardless, though, I was able to, yeah, basically he was only able to do one long pattern, which was charging at me and actually successfully banging against the wall. And the thing that's so disruptive about that is the rocks themselves coming down block your kunai, so that's a little bit of a pain in the butt. But still, that was the only long pattern he got in. Every time prior to that, every time he tried to charge, anytime he tried to jump off screen, I was able to hit him with a hypercharge attack and just prevent him from doing what he wanted to do. This might actually be the best fight that I've ever had against this specific boss. So, with all that being said, I really think I must have just had a super bad fight with that second boss, because like I said, my Raivashi fight, I believe I saved about 4 to 5 seconds. And then I also should have saved an additional second or two because of the transition. And this fight definitely felt better than any other fight I've had against this boss before. So who knows? Whatever. It is what it is. But basically, I'm pretty happy with this. And these are the updates. Please take what I say as the gospel for Raivashi. I'm so sorry for making that incorrect assumption before, but I did check out timestamps and everything on my previous video and this video just to verify the time save, and it is legit. So definitely go all aggro, just go as aggro as you possibly can with her. Anyway, with that being said, that's it for this video. I'll be coming at you actually fairly soon with another couple of tutorial videos, but because I'm really enjoying this stuff. But anyway, just please like and subscribe. Please comment. My goodness, if there's I love talking with other people about, to be honest, anything, but especially this game. So please throw something down in the comment section. If you have some suggestions, some things that you see that I could be doing better, hey, I'm all ears. I'm not too prideful to take advice. So definitely, please let me know. And also, if you have any suggestions for future videos, let me know as well. But that's it for this time. Thanks a lot, guys. Talk to you later, and keep playing Ragebound. Bye.